All right. The whole point of these endless videos of mine is to keep repeating the same old truth, and that is that if you have a betting strategy or a lack of a betting strategy that depends on you winning more bets than you lose in order to make a profit at these tilted casino table games, then you really shouldn't put money at risk. It's just completely ridiculous. What you need is a strategy which will deliver a profit at the end of a session in which you lose more bets than you win. That's really all it's about. And if you watch the professional losers on YouTube, the Vegas Mats and the Degen Dolts and the Mr. Handpays and Bobby Rivas's and all of those, you will only see them making money when they win more often than they lose. And they are teaching you, they are promoting, they're pushing bad habits. And bad habits is what the casinos expect of you, because most gamblers don't know what they're doing. They think it's exciting, entertaining, relaxing, enjoyable to get shit-faced on so-called complimentary cocktails and bet like fools and lose whatever money they had when they came into the casino. And that's just not going to work for people who want to enjoy themselves, but make a little money before they go home. All right, so here we go again at baccarat, and I was telling myself that I'd stop at 300 shoes on the new worksheet, but it's always easier said than done, and naturally I'm now continuing. This is the last 30 sessions, and as always, a reminder that the nasty red numbers there are always taken care of, or at least so far have been taken care of by running away to blackjack, where the table limits are higher and there's more maneuverability before achieving turnaround. And even with that, this total here adds up to a very positive amount. I did run a recent check on that, and that's in the Excel file. But there's definitely an opportunity in these tilted table games to make money, but not without money. And that's an old Vegas expression, of course. It takes money to make money, and all the various other cliches that they have. Scared money never wins, and you got to speculate to accumulate. And oh God, there are just so many cliches. It's ridiculous. I think I probably know them all, including one that I used to love, which was if I had his money, I could burn mine. But anyway, it's been many a year since I played live in Las Vegas or Nevada or anywhere really. I mean, I do a little bit of dabbling online from time to time. Now I'm back in the UK. Been back here since 14. But please remember, there's a blog, target betting blog, which is devoted to the pattern betting strategy, and on we go. Play a baccarat. And another reminder: I have no idea what's coming. I have no control over what they chuck at me, and sometimes I don't like it much. Yeah, one thing I do want to do at some point is to replay some of those red number shoes, and see if applying the drops, just sticking with player, never betting banker, and just doing the drop would work. What I did in the last time I did replays was I said, okay, so we jump to banker and we drop. And I think maybe that was a bad idea. I don't know. It's very difficult to second guess eternity. That's the big problem. And this is why I love this strategy, because basically it turns around in sort of like, I don't know, the average is about 6 bets. Sometimes it'll go a lot longer, but mostly it's you'll get turnaround within a dozen bets at the most. So there you are. Anyway, let's kick it off. Double for the loss. Repeat. 51. Double for the tie. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 7, 8. In trouble already. Well, how about that for timing? Back to the min. Double for the loss. 1, 2. And go. Back to the min. Dropping back, very important. When you've won enough, start over. Repeat. 51. Repeat. 1, 2. Try again. There it is. Minimum. +1.
This is a reminder.
What did I say? +1? How dare you? 2, 3. Back to the minimum. +1. 51. Repeat. 1, 2. 3, 4. Back to the minimum. +1. 51. 2, 3. Try again. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 11, 6 running to the banker. No, we're going to run away from this one now because we're already here. We're 5 behind. So we'll run away from this one. 11, 6, which is 3, 2 in 500 on player. We never start on banker. So we save this. All right, so we're betting 500s now. We got 3, 2 on player. And now 1, 2. 3, 4. Thank you very much. Nicely, player. How is the session balance 11,000? I think I've screwed up, haven't I? I didn't do a new session for today. That's the problem. What a wally. Okay. I can fix that later. One, 2. Goody goody. Double for the loss. Repeat. Double for the tie. That's 3, 4, I think. Or is it 2, 3? 2, 3. 5, 6. What? We're nearly in trouble again. Look at this. 11, 6. All right, we're going to call that 11, 13 now. This is a tie. Okay. That's going to be 2.5, 3, and then we're going to run away. And I can fix those, the session thing. 2.5, 3 on the bank. Oh, look at that. There it is. Okay. Minimum on the bank. Last one on the bank, probably. Oops, one too many, but there we go. Innocent mistake. +1. Double for the tie. Plus max. Try that again. All right, back to the min. +1. Plus another one. And another one. 1, 2. Back to the min. +1. +1. 1, 2. 3, 5. Last on the bank, probably. 8, 5. So that's 2, 1. 3, 2. Oh dear. 5, 4. 9, 4. Okay. So we're on 5, 6 on player, and we're going to run away from this, and I'm going to fix that problem with the session date. Okay, so I've corrected my boo-boos so that the 2 shoes that just were abandoned are now correctly dated. And back to, excuse me, sorry, 5, 6 is where we're at. Fairly hairy now, isn't it? Oh dear. 11, 12. Might be running to blackjack again. 23, 25. And remember, there's no reason to assume that just because it's been a shitty run that it's going to change. You know, it's just every single bet faces the same negative expectation. We just have to live with that. But what we hope is that we've got the right bet out at the right time. So 23, 25, and we didn't make it. Okay, so now we have to run away again, which is a real pain in the ass, but that's all right. So 23, 25, so now we're on 48, 25. Excuse me. So that's how it looks over here, which is not great, you know. But this is what this is what these games are all about. The casinos want to beat us. I don't know why that is, but they do. That's their game plan, and right now they're kicking ass. We've not been able to succeed at anything here. So bear with me while I jump over to blackjack. All right, we could be in for a long haul now because we're now at a 5,000 to 100,000 table, right? What did I say the bet was? It's 48.50. So we're going to drop to, the drop is now 10,000, 48.50. Let me write that down here, 48.50. And let's see how we get on. Okay, so 38.40 seems reasonable. Uh-oh. Okay, so 78. 80. Oh, that's all we can do. No, that's no good. So I'm going to have to abandon this one. So we got plus 70,000 there, minus 30,000. See, I need to make the right bets. And this is the big message that I'm trying to get across. Don't let the casinos dictate your bets, okay? We need to bet 80. We don't want to be pressured to into betting less. We want the turnaround, okay? So I'm off for a moment. So I'm back at a new table and the bet is 78.80. Not good. That's good. So, and what I have to deal with is sort of people saying, yeah, but that was a fluke. It was a fluke. And yet I keep doing this again and again and again and again and again and again. And well, I think you get what I'm talking about here, and we turned around in one win, simply because of three play. Three play dictates that once we're over 1,000, then we will only, once the bet is over 1,000, then we will only suffer 3 consecutive losses before dropping to 1/5 of the LTD, the loss to date. And so here we are. We've got an 80,000 win here. We owe 30,000 at the last shoe, so that knocks it down to 50. And then whatever the hell the story was at baccarat, and what I meant to do was to keep the baccarat thing open, but I didn't. I forgot. So what I recall is something around 46. So we haven't made very much money in the last 15 minutes, but we've turned around. And that's the point. Keep protecting the bankroll. The bankroll is not supposed to protect you. I just reversed that completely. Don't protect the bankroll. The bankroll is meant to protect you. That's what I was trying to say. And, I leave these bloody stupid mistakes that I make every so often in these videos simply to show you I mean business. I do screw up. I get mixed up occasionally. But basically, I keep driving through with this strategy because it works, right? But you have to believe in it. You have to have the money behind it. You have to trust it. And like I say, 3-play is the key. 3-play is something that I brought in on the blog, the target betting blog. Oh, I don't know, probably 15 years ago, something like that. Oh, do shut up. Mm-hmm. Another reminder, take your pills. I took my pills an hour ago, for God's sake. Ah, damn it. Anybody think I was getting old? What? Jesus. Anyway, there we are. So we're out of trouble and about bloody time. And we made about, I don't know, not enough, but, we recovered all our prior losses. That's the main thing, right? All right, so there's really no point in running an Excel analysis of this quick burst on blackjack, which for the 7th time now in the last 304 shoes, baccarat shoes, has got us out of the shit and back into the green from deep and shitty red. There's no point in Excel, but I can tell you this, and that is that shoe 2205, we had 12 wins and 17 losses. So we were 5 behind there. And then the next shoe after the gag, 15 wins, 19 losses, so then -4. Then the next one was no wins and 3 losses, -3. And then over here at blackjack, we got 3 bets in altogether. We had 1 win, 2 wins, one at 10,000 and the other one at 80,000, which was the big one, and a loss of 40,000 along the way. So that gives us a total of in 69 bets, 29 wins and 11 more losses than wins in 69 bets. I'll get it right in a second. So that the negative expectation for us, the house advantage there was 16%. Okay. So then we won 5,921. Who's counting? On total action of 193,300. So our win percentage was just 3%. But the point is, we got out of trouble. We made money. Okay. We put out a lot of money this time. We put out a total of 193,300 and got back 5,900. But that is 3%. And that was over in about 16 minutes. So this is the kind of thing that I'm constantly saying you have to have in mind. And all I'm trying to say to you folks is it is mindless, foolish, senseless, suicidal to take good money that you've worked hard for to the tables in any casino anywhere in the world, but I'm particularly interested in Nevada because I lived there for so long, to take money to the tables that is not up to the challenge that you face. And the long-term challenge is a very small advantage, a very small percentage advantage in favor of the house. But along the way, you're going to encounter extreme volatility from time to time, which the house can handle like a piece of piss because they have a ton of money. Any given dealer has between 150 and 500,000 in front of them, right? Which makes your 5,000, 10,000 or even 50,000 look pretty damn puny, right? You know, so if you can't go to the game with firepower, with resources, with a possibility of actually holding your own, then it is stupid to venture into a casino in the first place. That's the message, you know. And I get people sort of coming back to me and saying, yeah, well, you know, what you're doing is impossible. The bets are too high. We need a strategy which doesn't risk so much, which isn't as dangerous. Well, there is no such thing, in my opinion. And I've spent a long time on this, 50 years now, you know, since I first went to Las Vegas, or 48. All right, you know, come on, whatever. You know, so it's a long time and it's a lot of work and it's a lot of research and it's a lot of, I don't know, just effort to understand these games and to understand that anybody who plays them with pin money is an idiot. Over and out.